Hey guys, Crypto here from Cryptogasmic. Just waiting to log into a few platforms. So we have TradingView. Welcome to all the TradingView members. And if you're not on TradingView, please, and you're interested in crypto, there's a couple of things that you must have. TradingView is one, tradingview.com. So a block folio on your phone, and obviously an account with an exchange. I use Kraken and Bitfinex, but everybody uses Binance, Bybit, whichever other exchanges you want to use. So this is my very first live stream on TradingView, so welcome to my followers. Really good to be here. So we're going to do a weekly show called the TA Show. I've been doing it on Facebook and YouTube for quite a few years now, so I'm really excited to do it on TradingView. So basically what we do is we spend an hour looking at the charts from a technical analysis point of view, from a trader's point of view, long-term, short-term, and we go through the coins. You can drop me a message in the box down there or wherever it is. Let me know what coin you want me to look at, and we can have a look. So what we're looking for is good entries, good exits, that kind of thing. So one thing I want to point out before we start, and we'll have a look at the chart in a minute, but the Bitcoin dominance has been riding sky high for the last 6 months, and it's now starting to come down a bit. And what happened in 2016, 2017, when that happened, that was the beginning of the alts run. So for those people who are new to crypto, alts is like alternative coins, so not Bitcoin or Ethereum, other coins, coins that are in the top 10, in the top 100, small cap coins. So what happens is as the Bitcoin dominance falls, the reason that's falling is because all of that money has come smashing into Bitcoin, and it now starts swishing over, swashing over into the alts. So one of the most asked questions I get in my group is, when is the alt season starting? Well, if maybe you've been asleep, but alt season's been here for a month or two. Look at coins like ADA, DOT, Uni. They've been pumping since November, December. But now with this money coming in, I think they're really going to go. So today we're going to have a little look at Bitcoin and Ethereum to start with. And then I want to start looking through some of the top coins. I'm going to reveal to you my top 5 coins of this year, which I've already revealed to my group in November. But I'm going to let you know the coins that where I'm putting my money and where I'm trading all the way to the moon. And we can have a look. You might have some different opinions, different coins. I'm always welcome to hear them. You're more than happy to please drop me a message in the chat box up here. And let's go. Let's get into it. Let me just pull up my my charts here. And there we go. So, oh, sorry. Okay. So let's start by having a look at Ethereum. Please drop me a message. Let me know that you can see it okay. I never know whether anybody's kind of out there watching or not, or, and if you are, let me know where you're from. Let me know what coin. And I really welcome people who are just new into cryptocurrency, because for me, that really is the purpose of these webinars. And whether you follow me or other guys who have been, hey, Crypto Glories, muy bueno, gracias amigo, ¿cómo estás? Mucho gusto. And Simon, good to see you here. So yeah, drop me a message and let's spend an hour or two now going through it. And yeah, let me know. So let's start having a look. And like I was just saying, for me, these sessions are really important for people who are new into crypto. The experienced people necessarily don't need to be here because they know what I'm talking about. But I really want to help. I really believe in cryptocurrency, and I believe in creating our own financial future. Sorry, just before we get into the charts, I just want to explain for those who don't know me kind of what I'm about. I use cryptocurrency to create my own financial bubble. So not only do I stack and hodl and sell, but I margin trade and day trade. It's my living. It's how I make money. I live down in Mexico on the beach, and it's all because of cryptocurrency. So I want to be able to try to share that with you. 90% of people lose, 10% of people win. Be one of the 10%, and that's what we're trying to do here. And I think there's no better time than now with all of the stuff that's going on in the world, without getting into politics and stuff like that here. There's no better time in the world now than to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to try and create my own financial bubble, my own world, turn the TV off, because cryptocurrency and blockchain is here, guys. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you to create some financial freedom from your laptop. So on that note, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at Ethereum. So those people who know me know that I have been banging on about Ethereum since sub $80, $40, and I couldn't believe that it actually went to $80 again when it did. And that was the time when everybody was saying, get rid of it, dump it, it's done. And this is the difference between serious investors and people who trade on emotions, okay? Whenever I've got a lot of buddies here who are very wealthy, rich investors, trade guys, stock guys, and I love sitting and hanging out with them. I mean, they're much more wealthy than me, financially. And you never hear them say things like, oh, I hope Ethereum dips so I can buy it at 800. You should have bought it at $800 before, right? So that's the difference. And I'm going to try to teach you and show you how to make those moves. So if you find yourself going, oh, I hope there's a dip so I can buy at a cheaper price, then you got to change your mindset, right? When I see that, my mindset is, oh God, I wish I would have bought it there. I don't wish for a dip because, I know that a dip, I hate that word. I know that a correction will come anyway. So it's a matter of catching those. And with margin trading, we can also short. So what a lot of my friends do, they just play Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? And that's all they do. And they go, long, then they go short. That's my dog drinking out of the water bowl, right? Then they go long, then they go short, just on one or two coins, okay? So obviously the trick is when to go long and when to go short. So there's different ways you can trade. For me, personally, I like to play these bigger swings, okay? Rather than sit there and look at 15-minute candles all day long. That's what I like to do. And if we get in at really good positions, like that was the most obvious of obvious positions to go long after that breakout right there. So the awesome thing, if you can catch the early entry, is even when it goes up, and even when it starts to do this, you know that it's going to correct at some time. So you can even just raise your stop loss to here somewhere, right? And you're still in the trade. I mean, even now, if you didn't take your losses here, you're still long in all of this, looking for a position, trying to maximize your profits. So we're going to go through some basics. If you've got any questions, please let me know. And especially if you're new to crypto, please don't be too embarrassed to ask, okay? So here we go. Right, so Ethereum is one I'm really, really big on. Ethereum is going to $2,000 this year, sooner than later. I mean, I've seen people calling Ethereum 20,000 by the end of the year. I mean, I hope so, because I have a lot of Ethereum, more Ethereum than anything else. So after this massive parabolic run that we've made here, right, let's stretch out a little bit. Now, I use Elliott Waves, which is movements of waves of five with certain rules to them. We can quickly see here that according to Elliott Waves, we've done, whether that's a wave 2 or whether, that's the wave 1, that's the wave 2, that's the wave 3. No, the wave 3 is usually long, so I would, I'd kind of map it out like this with my Elliott Waves. We'll get into some Fibonacci stuff a little bit later so we can find these points. So we've made a clear 5 waves. We maybe have made the 5 waves there. So what we've got to keep in our mind moving forward is this move just an extension of this 5 waves, or is it a new move? It's a pretty big price action. And I'm looking at the logarithmic here. So let's go back into a normal chart. Okay, and you can see there that, you know, one. So yeah, what I would do is get rid of that. Let's start again. You know, so we're probably looking at 1, 2, nice 3 wave. So no matter what way you look at it, you know, we have completed a 5 waves. So right now we are in a correction phase. So how far does that correct? So if I'm hi there to H3110S, you're my first view chat on TradingView. So thank you for that. So the way we got to look at it like this, there's a couple of things playing out, right? Now, if we look at this at a really long time frame, there is a massive cup and handle happening here. Look at this pattern, right? So if this does break down into a handle, what it is now, once we break this here, you know, and you can see, which we'll look in a minute, it's really resisting this to get out of this $1,200 area, right? But once this breaks there, Ethereum is going to the moon, guys, right? Once we get this pattern here and we start getting some candles holding this $1,000, which is why I think we are a little bit bearish right now, which I'm going to get into in a minute. You know, this thing, you know, that's going to take us through to $2,500, $3,000. Okay. So Ethereum, I'm really big on. And that's very clear to see on the long time frame. Okay. So what we're looking for now is probably, I'm looking at this in the 3 days. So probably a little bit of, you know, consolidation like this. Okay, to make this neckline across there, and then what we're waiting for is this break. Okay, that's what we're really looking for. So for me, Ethereum is one to really get into. People ask me all the time, what you know. I got friends now who I'm sure you do as well, who are asking me. I kept telling them to buy Ethereum at sub $100. I couldn't believe it was sub $100. And now they're asking me to buy it for them at $1,200, or how do I, you know, not buy it for them, but how do I buy it? I do get people asking me to buy it for them because they don't know how to do it or whatever. So I try to stay away from that. Unless they're really good friends, I'll do it for them. But massive green cloud, as we did in the last run. So long term for Ethereum, I have absolutely zero doubt that we're going to be at $2,000 before we know it. But I think we're going to be retesting this $1,000, maybe even the $850, $800 mark. So from a long term point of view, if you don't own an Ethereum, and this is only advice, guys, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just my opinion, and this is for educational reasons. But what I would be telling my friends is just wait. And anytime it gets under $1,000, accumulate Ethereum. And what I even tell people is just when you go to bed, you know, place some entries there at $800. You never know when a wick might catch, you know, and quickly run back up. So 900, 800, anywhere in there. Just if you got $1,000, put, you know, $200 at 800. 200, 1,000, you'll want to get the lowest price that you can. So now I want to come in and have a look at the daily chart on Ethereum. Okay. So after we've had a major run like this, what will usually happen is all of this run up here, a lot of that will get wiped out here, right? So, and you can see that happen all the time, right? This run up here, a lot of that got washed out here. That run up there, that got washed out here. And what that does is it washes out a lot of the retail buyers who have chased it at that time. And it always happens, right? So people that didn't want to buy here, chased it to here, it starts to fall down, they're at a loss, and they get out of it because they trading on emotions. Okay, so that's what we're going through now with Ethereum. So Georgia Sawyer, good to see you. Welcome. Tamas, welcome. Simon, welcome. So we're going out live on TradingView, YouTube, and Facebook right now. So all the people following me on Facebook and YouTube, get yourself a TradingView account today as well, because we're going live on TradingView right now. So Ethereum, I don't want to spend too much more time on this, but I'm massive on this. The question now is, where's this going to fall to? So let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame right now. And I'm going to draw a few things. You can see I've got some alarms set there on TradingView, these 2 alarms here. So I like to break out trade. So what we're going to do is we've got a very clear resistance line here, right? So every time it pushes to this line, it rejects it, okay? So just a simple trend line like this, it's running here. Look, 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candles. You're better off going, okay, let's see if that breaks through and then buying here than what you are buying here. It's just much safer because you can see the way it's rejecting this point. So when people talk about finding support and resistance, that's what they're talking about. So there's a couple of things that I like here and there's a couple of things that I don't like. So as far as swing trading goes to make some money, I don't think this is the position to get in either. Now, I like looking at this on my logarithmic. It wipes out some of the noise, okay? So very strong point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, okay? So we can't really go long on this until we break and we hold here. Then we're going to ask ourselves, where is going to be the first line of resistance? And it's going to be somewhere around here, okay? So if we get into the trade here, that's all fine. And I 5x margin trade, which we can do another episode on later. So me as a trader, I am not going to get back into Ethereum long until either we break there or we also have this channel that we're traveling in, right? Here. We could probably even narrow that down to here maybe. Actually, no, I've been doing this. Look. Okay, so this was the channel we were traveling, and the more data points you have, the better. So that was the channel that we are actually going in, right? All the way back from back here, the beginning of January. Okay, so it's in an upward channel. It just depends whether you bought it at 13 or at 8, whether you're in a good position right now. So long term, we're still bullish through here. And we want to try and find these points. So I'm going to use that as a point of reference for now, okay? Can we margin trade if we are in the States? Hey, good gosh, Josh, that's a really good question. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I don't think it's a country thing. I think it's an exchange thing. So I trade on Bitfinex, which I know you can't use in the States. And Kraken is the other one that I use. I'm not sure whether the Know Your Customer, the KYC, allows Americans or not, but you can try Kraken. A lot of the people that I know in my group use Binance, probably 90% of them use Binance, but some other people might be able to leave some messages here, guys. So if you can help good gosh Josh, if you're American and you margin trade, maybe let him know what exchange that he can trade on. I finally, now after so long, have got a Binance account, but I've been on Bitfinex, Bittrex, and Kraken for 6-7 years that I've been in crypto. So I just am comfortable there, but I am going to have to get on Binance because there's so many coins. You can margin trade on Binance. I don't know if Binance USA allows that. Some other people might. I'm not American. I don't live in America. So I don't know about that one. But I know it's not, whether you're in the States, it's an exchange thing. So you just got to find an exchange. My advice would be, if you've never done margin trading, right, it's really risky. okay? And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get eaten alive. So what I would do is start with $20 and see how long your $20 lasts, right? And I would, we're going to do a challenge actually in our group where we're all going to put in 20 or $50, and well, let's see if we can double that in a week or if we lose it, right? And if you lose it, I'm telling you, it's $20 well spent. You've had one hell of an education. But put $20 into a margin trading account and try not to lose it. That would be my advice to you. Good gosh, Josh. Okay, so back to Ethereum. Okay, so we're looking at this on the 4-hour chart, and you can see that, and even if we look a bit closer, okay, so let's get rid of that right now, because what we want to do is really stay above this trend ribbon, which is what we're doing, right? So that's the good thing, even though we need to be in a, so let's look at this. So this is an ascending wedge, which is actually a bearish sign, right? And I am quite bearish on the market in the short term, because what will usually happen after a downfall like this, you'll get this flag, and then you'll get this, okay? So what will usually happen after a 5-wave Elliott wave like we've had, right? You can use your trading view, and you will usually get an A, a B, and then a C. Who knows where the C is going to be, right? So it's this B wave that usually catches all the retail people out, okay? Because, it's had the pump, and this is why anybody who ever says to me, buy the dip, I never trust them for advice. If that's the best they've got is buy the dip, because what happens is you buy this dip, you're running good, and then all of a sudden it starts falling. I'm okay. Now you're at break even. Now you're at a loss, and now you're at a big loss, and you sell when you actually should be buying because you just can't take the losses anymore. Okay, that's what 90% of the people do. So we have to be careful that we are in an A, B, C. We are not safe on this until we start clearing. From a long-term perspective, until we start clearing this area, and we're just not doing it, right? We're just not doing it right now. And actually, we are, even though we've got the upward channel going on, right? We are trending down, okay? And you can see we just keep hitting this resistance line all the time. So from a long-term point of view, if you're not in Ethereum, don't go get it now. There's still lots of green cloud. We could fall into the bottom of the cloud at 964 and start opening candles here and working our way back out, and that would be an ABC. But people who chased up here are going to be holding big losses, and I don't know many people that hold a loss that long. Now, that's not to say that it's not going to take off. What I'm saying is I think right now we're going to really find out, the buying power of Ethereum and Bitcoin right now. We keep hearing about institution money's in and blah, 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 blah. I don't care what people say. Markets will always retrace. They'll always go up. So let's have a little look at this now, even a little bit shorter. Let's go to the 1-hour chart, okay? So 1 hour is really struggling to hold this ribbon, okay? And you can see on the 1 hour, even if we come into here, right? It's getting narrower and narrower and narrower, right? Okay, so now this will help you if you want to do little swing trades as well. We're holding resistance right there now, but as soon as we fall through here, we're going to be looking for support here, which we have been doing, and then the EMA, and then we're going to be looking at 1129, then we're going to be looking at 1,000 there, then we're going to be looking down to this consolidation area here. So be careful. Be careful on going long on Ethereum right now. We have to get it into our minds that we are, that we are in a bearish pattern, and you can also see here, look, high, low, high, low. So we were making we were making lower highs and lower lows, which is again is bearish. Okay, so it just really is important now to watch these areas. Okay, have that on your charts. So if you are longing and shorting in the short term, okay, you want to be, you can see I've got my alarm set there. So you don't even want to be looking at going long until sub 1200, you know. But if it breaks down, and the reason you want to do that, I want to speak to you about risk reward. So the big thing with margin trading is risk versus reward. So I'll just explain that really quickly because I'm going to do that for another video. So we're going long, right? If I decide to go long here, okay, and I'm looking at my resistance points, and there's 2 resistance points right there. So I'm looking at a 1.7% gain, but where's my stop loss? My stop loss has to be outside of this wedge, possibly down to these triple bottoms, right? I'm looking at risking 4.52% of my money to make 1.7. I don't care whether that's Japanese, Greek, English, Hindu, Arabic, that just does not make sense. So that means if I'm risking $1,000, I'm willing to make $10 or $17, but risking $45 to do that. It just doesn't make sense. Whether you're backing horses, whether you're in the casino, it doesn't matter, right? So, and now look how that changes. If we look at buying a bounce here, long, right? And we know that we can get out as soon as we break through there, okay? And even here, I'm usually willing to give up 2%. Okay, so 2%, looking at my resistance points outside of that, or even if we only go as far as there. So that's even better than 1-to-1, right? But then we could potentially go to here, and then maybe we've actually got it at the time it breaks out to 4,000, then it's giddy up, right? Then it's fucking, sorry, moon, baby, right? Excuse my language, that won't happen again. So you've got to lower your risk, and it's okay to take those losses, right? Because what it's about at the end of the day for day traders and swing traders is making more trades win than lose. So if you've got 10 trades and you keep that same ratio all the time, and if you win 7 times and lose 3 times, you're making money, okay? If you're losing 6 times and winning 4 times, you need to go and find a job or stop trading and get better at it. So there you go. That's a big, long yarn on Ethereum. And I went into that because I really am big on Ethereum, okay? But I think we do have to look at this in a bullish perspective, and I'm going to look to short Ethereum if it falls down here and it closes a 3 or a 4 hour or even a 1 hour candle. I might look to go short, and then I'm going to be looking for my profits to be here, the bottom of the cloud, which is over here, and then down here. What I want more than anything for me and for everybody is for this to you heard that, Simon, huh? Yeah, I'll get banned from TradingView if I keep that up. But right now, it's really fighting. And here's the other thing, just one last thing that I'm liking about Ethereum right now. I can sure have a look at Link, Georgie, and I've got to get on that. So the other good thing that we're looking at, but it still keeps us in the ABC, is we are making it a nice clean 5 waves here. Now, a lot of traditional traders are going to say to me, that's not an Elliott wave because wave 3 is below, wave. But if we go and have a look at the line chart, right, yeah, I mean, it's probably a fair good. I mean, I'm going to give that the benefit of the doubt. So traditionally, when you do Elliott waves, you'll have an impulsive wave, a second wave that retraces no longer than the first wave. A third wave is usually the longest wave. Retrace, it shouldn't fall below the first wave. I give that a little bit of leniency in crypto, especially on smaller time frames, because of wicks and stuff like that. So if that would be below that EMA, to me, that's holding support. So, and then the wave 5 should be that 1306, which, look, guys, and we're looking for different areas of confluence. And look where that 1306 line is. Right in line with this high there. Okay. So we may see 1306 before we see 800 again. Okay, then we're going to be in the real dangerous territory of there. Well, not dangerous, but I mean dangerous from a trading perspective, right? We want to clear here before we can go giddy up and let's go again on Ethereum, you know. So I am in a long trade on Ethereum. I actually got something wrong, and I'm refusing to get out of it at a loss right now. One of my orders didn't execute at a profit, and on one of these big downs here, I got stuck. So I'm almost at the break-even point again, but I'm you know, so I'm hoping for this, but I'm watching this very, very carefully. Okay, moving on. Do we need to look at Bitcoin? If you want me to look at Bitcoin, let me know in the chat. So just a reminder, guys, you can drop me a message on TradingView. You can drop me a message on YouTube, Facebook. I really love doing these shows. And I can, in my group, I sometimes sit here nearly all day on a Zoom message with all the members, and I actually find it helps me to discuss it out loud as well. All right. So link for Georgia. Let's have a look at link. I'm going to look at it on Bitfinex purely because that's the exchange. So there's a really interesting chart I want to show everybody before we carry on. BTC on chart trading view. I want to show you this this chart before we get into this. So this is the Bitcoin dominance chart of how much dominance Bitcoin has in the market cap, in the marketplace. So obviously, the more it's running up, the more dominance it has. So what you can see now is that after this really, you know, and we all know that the market cap of Bitcoin has been at an all-time high. But you can clearly, well, almost an all-time high. We've got to go right back to, you know, here, 2017 to see that. But it's flat, it's kind of fledging right now. And what that means is all this money that came into Bitcoin, all this money that came into Bitcoin, now the dominance is coming down. So, but the Bitcoin price is kind of staying around about the same, right? Which means that now this extra money is coming into the other alts, right? And people are saying to me, and this, I can't believe they still ask me the question now, when is the alts party going to start? I mean, guys, seriously, here's the chart for ADA, which I am massive on, by the way, guys. I've been telling people since like 15 cents down here. This is one of my picks of the year. We're not 15 cents, but sub 20 cents. At sub 20 cents, I was telling everybody to get Cardano into their I was telling everybody to get Cardano. It says the TradingView stream is offline. If anybody's watching on TradingView, can you let me know whether it's still working on TradingView or not? So let me have a look. Nope, it's still there as far as I can see. Okay. Yeah, it did stop for a second apparently. Now I think we're back on. Okay. So, okay, you can check now on the trading view. It should be going now, I think. It's also on YouTube. Sorry, just a few people messaging saying that it's not working on TradingView anymore. So anyway, we'll keep moving because we are live on YouTube and Facebook. Can we take a look at fun? Yes, fun is one I've been pumping for ages. It's up like about 500%, and people are still asking me what coin, small cap coin, should I get in on? Yes, we can look at fun for sure. And nothing changed since yesterday. Nope, not really. We're waiting and we're watching, and then we're going to pounce when the time is ready. So, look at ADA. Since the bottom, since, and not even since April, since November, 357%. Fun is one I've been pushing to everybody since right down the bottom as a low cap coin, 412%. What else? Link. Let's have a look at Link. Right. So the altcoin party really, really has started, guys. Okay. Cool. We're back on TradingView. Whoopee! I'm not sure what happened there, but thank you, brother, for letting me know. Thank you. H3L10S. Thanks, brother or sister, whoever you are. Okay, Link. So this is one we have been tracking. I like looking at things on the logarithmic chart sometimes. Okay, so again, very simple trend that we were on, trading channel, like that. Okay, so we were on that. We sort of come down here a little bit, so we could have stayed on that one, but that one made us change our trend. And this is on the daily. So what this represents, this is the channel that we like to trade in. It's an ascending wedge, which is great, obviously. Over this, this has been going since October now. So you can see that we tried to break out here, and then it went back into the wedge. So usually a breakout and a hold of a breakout, that's when we're getting super bullish, which is what happened there. So for there, if you're not in by now, that would have been a good place to get in. If you're not in, I would wait, because what we're doing now is creating a new channel. For now, we can look at it like that. So that, what can happen a lot of times is that we'll peak there, everybody chases it. I've had so many people asking me about Link. And then we either look for support there, or we go back into the channel. Okay, so that's a very simple one to have a look at. So right now, and when people ask me to have a look at a coin, I don't know whether you're asking me to look at it from the perspective of you own it, should you sell it, that sort of stuff. Same as soon as it fell through here, it's a short position, okay, and until we get back in. So with Link, not much I can really say, except it's really, and again, you can see traders really watch these price points, okay? As soon as we got support there, bang, traders got in. I missed that one personally. We can't get in all the coins, but I won't be chasing that right now. Let's have a look at it on a 3-hour. So let's have a look at it on the 3-hour. So on the 3-hour, you can see that it's just kind of poking its head out now, and then it's come back in. Okay, so this it could be reaching the top of its run at some point. So what we've got to watch it. So if you were looking to buy or get in to Link, now for me is not the time. Again, you're better buying it up on, don't know if it'll go back that far, buying it on clear support. You're better off buying it on clear support of this break, otherwise it could test and test and test, and then I would be looking at a bounce back down into the trend. So if you bought it there at the top and it does do that, which it might do, you've got 17% you've lost. Down to the trend line, you're down 28%. If it goes short, and so on and so on. I think I proved my point there. So Link has also moved a long way from the green cloud, which it did over here. Right, and then when anything that moves away has to move back in. Okay, so if you want to get into Link as a long term, I would wait right now. Number one, or if you wanted to get in right now, Simon J says, I'm holding Link with 13 coins. Yeah, and H3L10, depending on what time frame you're trading, you can delay swinging. That is correct. But even if I was swing trading this, you know, me personally, if I was doing a margin trade on this one, you know, it's getting resistance there. And I mean, it's right. You can see that your profit, even for a swing trade, that's no good for me right now, because even if I get in, my first area of profit, yeah, it's 14%. Yeah, okay, good call, good call. Which it has bounced on out of there, so that could be a good spot to buy. So what are we looking for if we do jump in there? We are looking for, but again, risk reward, you know, how much are you willing to risk on that position? So let's say we can see we've got some support there now, we jump in. Our first take profit area we're looking there is about 7%. How much am I willing to lose? I mean, we could just say as soon as it breaks through, you get out. I can't really see that, hang on a sec. So yeah, we get in there. We could say if that breaks down out of there, so 4%, or even that double bottom there. So we're risking 3. It's quite a large risk for me personally, but it's almost a 3-to-1 trade. So yeah, I mean, why not? You know, and then if you're lucky enough to get it as it breaks through everything, awesome. Just go into your trade with a plan. So if I was to go into that, I agree. This probably is a good spot. And I would spread my orders between 21.93 down to 21.40, and I would be looking to either get out. See, but even there, it's in the trend ribbon. You know, it could bounce anywhere there. So you just got to know in your own head where you could get out and then re-look at it down here, and if it gets in, you could go. But yeah, I would be looking at that long rather than short. 100%. And now that you brought that to my attention, if I wasn't doing this show, I would probably jump in on that trade, to be brutally honest. So yeah, anybody in the group, you can that's in my group, drop a little message in that chat group and let people know that, you know, I do think that anywhere from 21.90 down to 21.50, we could look to go long, looking for a target, first target of 23.43, and then a final, not final, but a second target of maybe 24.87. All right, so there you go. We've picked up something, bit of valuable information. So thank you, H3L10S. So there's Link. So Georgie, I hope that helps. All right. So if you've got a coin that you want me to have a look at, please send me a message, and I'll let you know what I think. So I want to have a look at one that I'm really big on right now. 2. So I'm going to reveal slowly but surely. Everybody in my group already knows about this, but one second. One second, guys. Okay. So yeah, that would be it. So I'm going to slowly reveal. What's this? Crypto Glories 2 hours. I'm not sure what you mean about that one, maybe. Nice name though. I like that. Crypto Glories. So Helios to make it easy. All right, Helios. Thanks, man. Oh, that makes sense. Helios, of course. Damn. Helios, it's a Greek name, I think, isn't it? Radio. So ADA, I have been huge on. This is one of my 5 picks for this year that you must have in your repertoire. Okay. Anytime this, if it falls back down below 30 cents, get it. Just get it and average down, because this is going to $1 this year. All right. So ADA, I want to have a really quick look at. Okay. Because we've been trading this one in the group non-stop, and we've been killing it with this one. Okay, so let's have a look at ADA on 3 hour from a trading. Long term, I mean, it's just gonna, it'll go to $1, right? No, I have no doubts about that. Okay, even if we look at this from a fib point of view. One, 2, 3 with a quick 4, and then a 5. So even on this run here, I would say we're looking for 50 cents. All right, before we have a retracement and fall back down. I mean, you can see we've moved a long way from the trend, right? Even if we go like this, long way from the trend. There's not even enough information on there to have the cloud. So let's come into the daily. Okay. So, that is going to have to move. Now, from a swing trading point of view, we've been killing this one. Absolutely killing it. Got in on this for a swing trade. Now, we can only take what the market wants to give us, guys. Okay. Mackay says, can you have a look at BTC ST? What is ST? Sure, I'll have a look at anything, but if you can just let me know, what is ST? Is that a currency, or let me know. Thanks, Mackay. So you can see I've got all my alarms set up here. So we took that trade. You can only take what the market wants to give you, guys, right? So if it only wants to give us that there, then we had another consolidation. I have not gone short on ADA at all at any point. It just keeps breaking out and breaking out and breaking out, right? So that's been a great trade. Is now the time to get in on this as far as a so you can see we were traveling on that, got through it, held support, bullish. Then we were traveling on that. Not any resistance at all, bullish, right? So now we're kind of like trending on this, aren't we? See how that works? So from a swing trading point of view, I would be selling or looking to sell at the resistance here from getting in on this flag pattern. Right, there was your buy signal right there at 30 cents. I think we set the signal out in the group at 29 cents. Somebody might be able to remind me. I think it was 29 cents. We had a signal. So that's been a really good trade, and it's from trend to trend. Probably would take profits now. If you only got in here, if you got in all the way down here, you can hold it. Stop loss here somewhere. So at 29 cents here, I mean, that's even if you get out now. 25 at 3x, that's 75% on your money in 3 days. Where else does that work? Okay, so from a swing trading perspective, now is not the time to get in. Probably short, if you wanted to, would be the spot for maybe a run back down to 29. And then we set an alarm down here and I would look to reaccumulate there. You know, I would look there for a bounce, which gives a great area of confluence on these candles. So we could look for a bounce there, or if you go short, that would probably be the good place to look for short. And then looking at the following lines, that's ADA. So Mackay wants me to look at BTCST. I don't even know what that one is, but let's have a look. Let me change charts. BTC. ST. Okay. So this is a Binance coin. Oh, it's a Bitcoin. USDT. That's what it's called on Binance. Sorry, I didn't know that. Right. So there we go. Okay, let's have a look at that. Is that the right chart? Because if that is the right chart, there's really not much I can say, to be brutally honest. Except that's really low. There's a trading channel. So there is the trading channel, and there is, yeah. Okay, so I would be looking, it's in resistance still here. It's made a nice impulsive wave, but it's done it over here, retraced the whole way. But it is holding this kind of quite nicely. So I would be not jumping on this until it's really had some good, it doesn't have a lot of data. So it is good, it's cheap, so I would be looking at any bounce down here at 67.22, or I would wait until it gets some support above here. And then, you know, look, it's trying to get support here. A couple of times and failed. So, you know, you could get in as it breaks here, but then keep in mind these points here, any resistance, put a stop on break even, maybe get in again at some point. You're going to hope that it takes off. Not something I would be jumping into right now. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. Anything else you guys want me to have a look at? Can I look at audio? Says Marco. Hey, Marco. Nice profile photo there of a dolphin. Very nice. Thank you, Marco. Yeah, let's... So a couple of messages from TradingView. Helios, are you treating cryptos like Forex, risk management-wise? Archie Smith. Hey, Archie. Says Nano. Yep, I'm more than happy to look at Nano, Archie. Let me know under what perspective you want me to look at it, mate. Like, are you looking to buy it? Do you already have it? Are you looking to what targets it might go to? Do you want to sell it? What price did you get in? Let me know some details, and it kind of helps me tailor the analysis to what you're looking for, mate. I'm going to be really honest with you. I've never traded Forex. I've been trading crypto for years. All I know is cryptos. I live and breathe crypto 18 hours a day. I sleep maybe 5 or 6 hours. Again, anybody in my group will tell you I'm just on all the time. So I learned, you know, through studying, through putting my money where my mouth is, and now, you know, I won't get into my story right now. The people in my group know the story, but you know, I speak what I live. I trade crypto for a living, and that's it. If I don't make money, I can't pay my rent. I can't fly business class. I can't can't even fly economy class, I'm not making money, right? But I have a certain lifestyle that I want to live, and I create that through crypto, and I create my own financial bubble. So, yeah, 1% risk per trade. That's what a lot of all my trading mates, 1%. So what that means is, let's say you have $1,000 to trade with, right? You don't want to, in any trade, lose more than 1%. Okay, so you don't want to, on $1,000, you don't want to lose any more than $10 on a trade. Okay, so that way you've got 100 trades, right? Because if you go out there and you've got $1,000 and you do something which, you know, I've done in the past, which I don't try not to do now, but you make a trade and the risk is all the way down here and you're holding this big loss, and I'm more than happy to sort of just get it back to here. What you're doing is risking all of this to gain this. It just doesn't make any sense. So you've got to get your risk under control, and you're better off getting out here and re-entering and lowering your risk. So yes, I do, and I'm very disciplined with that. I need better discipline. I do get myself stuck sometimes. I get into a bad habit of, if it falls down, buying more and buying more and buying more. And, you know, averaging down works when you own the coin, because then you can just give up and sit on it until it bounces back. When you're margin trading, you can't do that, right? Because you don't actually own the coin, and it's all about timing at that time. So, yeah. All right, so Archie, okay, first of all, good gosh Josh. He wants to have a look at fun. So let's have a look at fun. So fun is a coin that I brought to the attention of my group, I don't know, 3 months ago. And I never hear anybody talking about it in the chat room. And again, you know, I just put the information out there, but I was telling everybody about fun back here. Okay, so all you have to do is put $100 on that. And $100 is now $360. Okay. Fun is a coin I like. Fun is a coin I used to trade back in the early days. Right. I traded fun. Actually, to be honest, I probably traded fun all the way down here, to be really honest. But it's one I did manage to make money on fun. I traveled these up, and then I didn't look at it for ages. And then it's 1% is too tight for a stop loss. I agree, which is what I was going to say, but I didn't want to sort of point people in the right direction. And you'll see when I do my risk rewards, 2-3%. To be really honest, when I'm live trading, I don't use any stop losses at all. I have an area of where I'm ready to get out if it falls there, but I don't put the stop loss on it because of quick wicks. So Helios is completely short, or whoever it was that read that. Kelly Lida just joined us. Welcome. Kelly Lida, salam alaikum, mi amigo. Yeah, so I agree. You know, I usually look at risking 2 to 3% to make anywhere to 8 to 10. I think the difference between Forex and crypto or any other trading, crypto is much more volatile and you can make much more profits more quickly. So I do have higher risk for higher rewards. So fun, people, is lots of fun. Look at that. It's one that I jumped back on the vibe after reading some news back in December, and I put everybody onto that one. So yeah, I hope you know, I just would stick on it. Okay, so from there's not much we can do except look at the very simple analysis. From an Elliott Wave perspective, 1, 2, I would be looking at my first target there of about 0.023. And then my second targets would be anywhere in that zone there. So would I get into fun right now? That depends on a smaller time frame that I would need to look at. But look at that. What other coins have just made green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle? Crazy. It's a great low cap coin. Get in on it if you're not in on it, guys. They're doing big things in the world of blockchain gambling. Okay. Saeed NX, hey my friend, how you doing, man? Yeah, Helios knows what he's talking about. Kelly Leader, unfortunately, I don't understand Arabic, my friend. Otherwise, I would respond to what you're writing, but I don't quite understand what you're writing. So sorry about that, mate. So yeah, those would be my 2 target points for fun. Fun is a coin. Get in on it, guys. Get in on it and just hold it, because this has got another, even if you get it here, this has got another 100, 200% profit to go, and it's like 0.017 cent. So people are looking for things under a cent. Fun. There's the tip from crypto. All right, Archie. Good gosh, Josh, I just spoke about it now, mate. I hope you heard. It's on the screen right now as we speak. Okay. Right, let's have a look at Nano for Archie. Where are you from, Archie? Let me know where you're from, mate. I can see my old. So my first pick of this year is ADA. My second pick for a very low cap coin is Fun. Been on that, made enough money to live on for the next however. So we've got audio we need to look at. We've got Nano for Archie right now. Archie, I love that name. It's a great name. Saeed, are you good? That's very kind of you, sir. I'm fantastic. It's Monday morning where I am. I live on the beach. I walk my dog. I went and had a coffee. Come home and had breakfast. Closed some trades, made some money. And now I'm doing what I love, which is talking to you guys. We don't have many people. I'm not very big on YouTube or anything like that. I'm a little hidden. No, I'm not going to say I'm a hidden gem, but I'm a hidden guy out here on YouTube that is probably one of the only ones who tells it real. And I don't just sit here. I'm not one of these guys that goes, guys, did you get on my trade? I told you. What they'll do yesterday is go, if it breaks up here, go, and if it breaks down, go. And then the next day they'll be, I nailed the trade, my trade predictions. I'm not one of those guys. And these guys don't even show you their trades. I'm regularly in my Telegram group doing live trading, and everybody sees my Bitfinex account. They see the trades, they see the losses, they see the wins. So yeah, I live by what I do. And if I fail on here, I fail in real life. And if I win on here, I win in real life. So yeah, Saeed, I'm really good, man. Where are you from? Okay, so Nano for Archie. Let's go. I do talk a lot though, guys. I got 88, so let's have a look at Nano on Kraken. Nano. Okay. All right, Nano. Dash could be ready to move here. So Dash is one I picked out this morning. So remind me to have a look. I actually got on Dash this morning, had a small stop loss. I knew that I was coming on here and I couldn't manage it. Dash is one I've been pumping in my group for like a year. I did sell most of my Dash on the news that came out purely because I'm on a money. Right now, it's about making money for my livelihood. So I got rid of a bunch of. I have a whole stack of Dash, which I've had from like since the beginning, which I won't get rid of. And I wanted to cut and Dash, ZEC, Monero. I'm really big on those. We could talk about this all day long. But I wanted to kind of see how the smoke settled on that one, right? So I am ready to get back into Dash, and it was on my radar this morning. So we're going to have a look at that very shortly. Nano, let's have a look here at Nano on Kraken. Okay. What I'm liking is it's giving us a very clear breakout point, which it's doing right now. It's also got a very clear first resistance point. So if you do get in here, you know in your mind that $3.97 is resistance, and if it comes back, I'm going to put a stop loss, and I'm going to relook, maybe because look, it's holding very solid price lines, okay? So in between these lines, you don't want to buy it at the top of this line. You want to buy it closer to the bottom. So you give yourself some room to retrace. A lot of times trades might take 2, 3, 4 times to get into, you know. Ethereum does this all the time. Hey, can you do Scrooge 2008 says, can you do a short-term analysis on LRC USD? Yes, I will, mate. Just let me do Dash first, and then I will do that for you, mate. Scrooge 2008, no problem. So Nano, I believe, is a good project for long-term. In the short term, really consolidating in this area. It's just breaking out now. So if I was short-term trading, I would jump on this probably right now. I would have a very tight stop loss, because if it falls through, I'm gonna look back at $3.26, right? And again, this is just my style, guys. This is how I trade. So I would be then looking at getting back in here on any support with a stop loss below here. So that really lowers my risk reward. I really keep that in mind. And you can see that Nano, right? If I was watching this and it was on my radar, I would have had an alarm and I'd be in that, like I said 2 minutes ago. And this is the thing with margin trading. It's all about timing, right? So you've got to, when I wake up in the morning, I'll go through all my charts, and Nano was not on my radar. Unfortunately, there's just way too many coins. But now it's there. I'm going to keep that on my radar. That's a bit of a wonky line. Okay, so I'm kind of liking, as I said, here. So I would have jumped on that there, and look it's moved away already, right? I mean, we're up 1.8 at 3x. We're up 3-4% on our money. Where else does that happen? Where else do you make money like that besides the casino or the horse races or the track? Like, it's amazing. Really, really, really amazing. Where am I from, Saeed? I'm Australian. I'm Australian, and I live on the beach in Mexico. So now that we're in this trade, let's play this trade live. Now that I'm in this trade, my first take profit area that I'm looking at is probably here. This is how I'm playing this trade now. That's my first take profit. My stop loss is probably just there, and then I'm re-looking back down here later. Now that I'm in, I might just whack a stop loss on my entry, and then if it gets support again, go again. You know, I live by the rule that if you can't make money, at least try not to lose money. I'm looking up here in my left-hand corner. Bitcoin's having a push back past 36,000. Ethereum is just not going the way I want it to go right now. So we're in the alt season, people. We're in the alt season. I am in a dot trade right now. That's not, yeah. I mean, look, summer in massive green. Neo is a big one of mine. OMG I picked this morning. Uni is one of my massive ones, so they're all in green. Yeah. So if we're playing Nano, this is the way I'm playing it. We might get a fake little run and a push down. So it's really, really simple. I am in. I am out at break even. I am looking again at these margins. I would only get back in again on support of here again. I'm looking at here is my take profit 1. Here is my take profit 2. And if we get through there, then I'm looking there. And then I come and I put a fib on that. Okay, let's go from, oops. Let's go from there. I like to go from where the money goes in. And you can see it holds that fib 38.2 retracement almost perfectly, and even a wick. So that's why I always draw a box like this. Like there is your perfect buy area right there. So now we draw a quick map and we see we get areas of confluence. 1, 2. Yep, right on that. Well, of course it's going to be on that high. So I'd be looking there, and I'm playing the bodies because I don't really like the big wicks. And then I'm looking either here or here. I mean, that's a big area. I'm going to map that. I am going to map that. And I'm going to map that. All right. Right. Okay. So what have I got there now? Right. Perfect entry down here. Another really good entry. If you didn't get in, was on the break of the trend line. Great entry. The next one where we just had support out of our trading zone. Okay. So what happens is a lot of people, now that that's running, people are probably chasing it, but it's too late. Okay. So now we're looking at our first resistance level here. It may be a small resistance, and then take profits here. We might get a retracement, and then a final target somewhere up here between 436 and I mean, that's a big area. So it's up to you. So that is Nano, Archie. I hope that helps you, mate. That's from a shorter term trading perspective, but everything looks good. It's in green, it's holding support. It looks good. Making higher highs. Had to have the correction after that run, as I told you earlier. Right? It will always, when you got a run like that, it's always going to wash a bunch of people out. Half of them. Okay? So don't panic. Next. Cheers, Archie. Thanks, mate. Thank you so much. I agree totally. They rent Dubai houses and talk. I don't know what that is about, to be honest. Right. Okay. So somebody else wanted to have a look at audio. Okay. Let's have a look at audio. I don't know this coin. Is it audio Bitcoin? Let's have a look at the audio Bitcoin trade. Is that the one you wanted to look at? Okay. So from the emotional cycle point of view, it fell into complete despair. Seems to have found a nice solid bottom line through there. Another trading area through there, which it's just breaking out of now. I would be worried about this trend line here. Okay, so there's not room for much profit. This would not be something I would get into until I got some confirmation on my trend up on here holding. Another really strong, right where it is now, is a strong level of support and resistance. Okay, so this is the first time it's had to test it as support. Well, no, it's the second time. And you can see the first time failed. Over here, failed. So I'd be using this trend line as a real indicator. So thanks for bringing that to my attention. And I'm going to start having a look at that one around about there. Not that I'm on, I got to get my Binance account going. Otherwise, it's something I might look at there. Besides that, I can't give you much more information because it's been a serious downtrend, which it's broken out of, which is good. Okay. All right. It finally broke out of that little area and is now headed in the right direction, which is good, always good. But yeah, so you can see it's going to squeeze in right around about here. So I would be waiting to see what happens on this. You know, it may go like this. All right, and then I want to see what it does at this point here. Whoops, what happened there? All right, so I would be, yeah, I'd be looking to see what happens on this trend line on the daily, to be brutally honest on that one. So I hope that helps with audio. I don't know if you're looking to buy, whether you did. Generally, when people ask me that, it's probably something that they bought up here and they're holding it at a loss, wanting to know where it's going to go. So if that's the case, it's heading in the right direction, brother. Hold on to it. That was a coin called Audio. I don't know what that coin is. So I hope that helps. I got time for maybe 2 more, guys, and then I got to take my dog down to the, you know, just do some general stuff. I want to have a look at DOT because I am in a DOT trade. Can I check AAVE or DJB? Crypto Glories? Of course I can. No problem whatsoever, man. No problem whatsoever. So DOT. Let's have a look at what's going on with DOT on the 1 hour. A lot of mess. So let me get rid of my risk reward. Yeah, right there on my entry, kind of just messing about. Don't kind of like the way that it's going red right now. Let me just tidy this up. Okay, so here's one I was looking at today. So DOT, just to explain to everybody. So DOT is number 3 on my list of coins you must be in this year. I have been pumping DOT in our group since day dot, not quite day dot, but we got into DOT on this breakdown here, I think. Was it? Or was it sub 5? No, I think that was uni. Right, okay. So I remember getting one of these breakdowns here, and it was down below $8. So it was definitely down in here somewhere. Yeah, no, because it was this year. I've been calling it since last year. But yeah, on this break here, and this is only not even a week. Not even a week. So, Scott, when is alt season starting, mate? I'm just wondering when the alts party's going to begin. I don't really know when the alt party's going to begin. 105%. It's begun, guys. Don't miss out. Don't wait for it to be up here going, oh, I hope it dips soon so I can buy it cheap. Don't do that. Don't be that person. All right? Don't be that person. Right. So DOT is one I'm really, really big on. We may be in line for a retracement now. We've moved a long way past. We've been buying these trades, margin trades, and this is one that I have stashed away, and it's one that I am looking to margin trade every single day. So right now, that was my entry this morning, about 4 hours ago. So I had this little run up, come back down. You can see I've got my alarm set right on the bottom of this here, and so that would be my stop loss. And then I'm going to look back down here somewhere. Okay, so, and you can see this. Look, guys, if we have a look at this. One, two, 3, 4, 5. So this one makes me a little bit wary of this. Now, there's no rule that says this just doesn't extend on, but this is one where that if I don't get the long on this, I am going to go short. I am going to go short. I'm long-term, very, very long on DOT, and I will not sell any of my accumulated DOT on this to buy back later. I am in this for $100 or wherever it goes, because the other way you got to look at it, if that is the 5 waves and then it retraces back down into $12 or something like that, then we have a new wave 1, right? So then what we're looking at, that's going to become just a blip in the past. Then what we're looking at is 1, maybe a retracement down into that cloud. Nice big 3rd wave up to $26, retracement, and then we're looking at, then the next minute, you know, we're at $36, $40. Okay. I hope there's a dip soon so I can get a really good price. I missed it the last time. Yeah, I did. Archie. LRC. Sorry, Scrooge. I will have a look at that. What is your opinion, WRT Bitcoin? If when it retraces down to the low 20s, will alts be dragged down to their lows? Example, could ADA get back to December lows? Sure, anything can happen. I mean, all it takes is a bit of bad news or, you know, sure. So from a technical point of view, I wouldn't be banking on it right now. Very interested to see where Bitcoin is going to go. There you go, it's fallen back below 36 again. Ethereum is just not moving. The alts are the ones making all the moves. Look at this, Litecoin, Neo, OMG, TRX, Uni, right? Audio, who somebody just pulled out. No worries, Archie. Yeah, you know, at least you can acknowledge that. And, you know, I'd be more tempted to ask the question, can this really go to $1? Yes, it can. I would give you more of a positive answer that this can go to $1 than will it go back to 10 cents again or sub 20. You know, so if it does go to sub 20, I'm just going to buy more. And I'm not selling until there's $1, right? So at least. So, you know, I'd be asking myself more that question. Where would be the next good spot to buy this? So DOT, I'm really big on. So that's what we could be looking at in the longer term. I'm going to have to fly now because I do have some things I need to do. And I've got some trades I need to concentrate on. Okay, so again, I'm liking this flagging pattern of this. And it's done 5 waves, but who's not to say that this is not going to go again, right? So that's the channel I'm playing. It's back on my entry zone again, just sticking its head up. 3 candles that close lower than the other. This next 4-hour candle will be very important to see. So I am in this trade, small amount. I would improve my position here, and this is where I'd be looking at 1945, and that would be a great trade if we can get it. If this falls through and then falls through this point, so I would get out on a stop loss just down here somewhere. I will re-look at it here. If it gets support, I'll jump in again looking for this bounce. If it falls through, I will short it down into here, into this consolidation area. So either way, I'm looking to make money. So I don't mind losing a little bit on a stop loss here, and then if I can grab it short, unless it completely messes with me, and then, you know, that can happen as well. But you can see it's just starting to get a little bit of support out of that area again, isn't it? Look, okay. You know, it's just falling on that 1 hour. It's got to get there, and it's got to get through this trend line. So, you know, I'm looking to buy here. I may improve position here for a short-term pump. and then look to see what happens up here. Okay, so I always have a plan for how I'm going to do the trade. I really don't have much. So are you saying short dot now, not long term? That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't. Adol Genov, hey, how you doing, mate? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Sorry, I don't know how else to explain it. I just spent a couple of months. So a couple of minutes. These white lines is my trading channel right now. What I'm saying is it has had such a big run up that it's only natural that it's going to wash some of this out. Now, that doesn't necessarily make it true. You know, this could extend on more and then do a big washout. But it has done the 5 waves. Okay? So what I'm saying is I am still long on DOT right now at this moment. There are some signs creeping in to go short. Okay? This white line here is my entry, I think. Let me have a quick little look. Yeah. I'm down about $20. So it's right in my zone. So, you know, $20 is nothing to worry about. I try to make $500 to $1,000 a day if I can. That's the wrong one. Right. If it does fall down through there and it doesn't get a bounce, then I'm out for sure. And then I'm going to relook here. Okay. And if it doesn't hold any support there, I'm going to go short with my first target there. And then I'm going to look down into this consolidation area. So I'm long until I'm short, and I'm short until I'm long. I hope that kind of makes sense. But right now, that is just crossing over. I kind of like the way this blue is starting to turn up. Some bullish divergence there, convergence, right? Going in the opposite way to the trend. So I'm not willing to dump that one out just yet. I'm not ready to get rid of that short just yet. I made a really good profit on DOT yesterday on this big run up. I'm just having a look. So you can see here, look at this. Okay. On the 3-hour RSI, right, my blue indicator is just starting to turn up. Okay. While it's trending down. So that could be a reversal back up. So I'm going to just hold on to that right now and see what happens. I hope that makes sense. Cheers, mate. No worries. I hope that makes sense, man. XRP. Oh, there's got to be one that always asks for XRP. What's your situation, Krista, with XRP? I hate it. I hate trading it. I never win it. I shorted the shit out of it when the news came out, down to about 19 cents. Got out at the perfect time. Lost a lot of money once going long when it shorted. Lost a lot of money another time going short and it went long. It makes no sense to me. I think it's completely manipulated. The only reason people are on it because it's a shill coin and people just think because it's cheap. I mean, people think it's cheap. Look at fun. Look at the coin fun that I just looked at. You want to find a cheap coin? There you go. I've been telling people to get into fun down here. That's going to give you a lot more returns than what XRP is going to, like 300% since end of December. Okay. So anyway, no judging. That's just how I feel on that coin. Sure, I'll have a look for you. Why not? I wanted to have a quick look at Dash. So Dash is another one that I'm really big on this year. I did FUD a little bit with the news that came out. You can see I was doing a lot of work on this one this morning, and I bailed out of it, and I shouldn't have bailed out of it. The downside of doing these shows, I love doing them, but if I know I'm going to do them and I can't really watch a trade, I tend to stay out. Otherwise, I'm watching the left-hand corner all the time. So we may have another position to get in here. So Dash is obviously holding a really strong point there. Okay. So this is kind of making a head and shoulders here. So for me, this is pretty easy now. And yeah, it's a go. Dash is a go. From here, if I would have been watching, I would have been in. 100% I would have been in. I was actually in. I executed a trade this morning, and why didn't I stay in it? This is the 3 hour. Yeah, so it was on these two candles. I tell you why. On the break here, I got in, and then it went down, and I quickly stopped out, thinking, because I knew I had to go and walk my dog. I didn't like the red downtrend, but it's just starting to turn up now. So I had it right. I just chickened out of that one. And again, like I said, guys, I'm a very transparent trader, right? I'm not a guy who's going to sit here and just tell you that every trade I do is amazing. And, I see some of these YouTube guys, they make me laugh, and they're like, did you take my trade? I've done it again. If you would have done it, you've made massive problems, massive profits. I'm not one of those guys, right? I keep it real. And I did get on that this morning, and I got out, unfortunately. And it was back here. Yeah, I'd be holding 15% profits. Damn, I don't like that. But you know what? I'm not going to say I hope it dips. I hope it really goes long for a lot of people, and I'll find another opportunity at another time. So that one is definitely a go. That's a go for sure. And that was a go there. So a couple of areas of confluence there, holding EMA support, holding the trend ribbon, getting support out of the trend. That's a go. Your first target for a margin trade is 132.88. See what happens there. Your next take profit is going to be this kind of area, 136, and then we see where it goes from there. And I'd be just raising my stop loss now as we go. Yeah, people are chasing that now. Awesome. Very happy for you. Bitcoin is having a little bit of a pump right now. Ethereum is just not moving. So that's Dash. I hope that helps. Simon J, I am in on Dash. Awesome. Scrooge 2008. My pleasure, man. Hook up with me on YouTube, Facebook, Telegram. I'm doing this 24 hours a day. Okay, I'm always in my Telegram group, on Facebook. I love doing this. I love trying to help people. Going long for a short-term swing on Dash. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah, I mean, like right now, in this minute, in this second, I wouldn't be chasing that. Me personally, I either have it ready or I let it go, and I sit back and go, because 9 times out of 10, if that is running, other stuff is running for me as well. So I mean, I'm looking at my uni, which I have a lot of. Dot's not really moving. Ethereum is the one that I really need to take off, and it's just not right now. Nano's had a go since we've been doing it, so cool. Marco is asking for audio again, but I already looked at it, mate. I did that earlier. Okay. Yes. Okay, Archie, let's have a look. CHZ. I don't even know what this coin is. Let's have a look. CHZ. Oh, it's on Bitfinex as well. Let's have a look. What is CHZ? I don't even know what that is. I don't like these charts that look like this. Can anybody explain to me why some of the trading view charts look like this on some of the unknown coins? I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, that's looking pretty good. Look, holding a solid base up the EMA. It's got some support. I would probably wait for it to come back down here to 0.019. I would be very wary of this kind of area as resistance. Then I would be looking at this kind of area as resistance, and then there's nothing really stopping it. Yeah, it's a nice pick. Why not? I don't like all this red cloud that's there, but yeah, that looks all right as well. There's just not enough data or volume. Is that what it is? Low trading volume. Okay, thanks, Robert Warner. I didn't know that. I always wondered why they look. And low trading volume coins for me personally, I'm kind of a $5,000 to $10,000 a trade guy. So low volume, low liquidity coins are not really for me. But if I was a $10 to $100 trader, I'd be jumping all over these sort of coins, making my $20 getting out, making my $15 getting out, and just sit there and graft, man, and grind all day long and graft and grind. And this is the thing. The basics are the same, it doesn't matter what coin, right? It really doesn't matter what coin, okay? And then you can get really into it. And you start looking at your RSI, your cloud, MACD. So the MACD on that one is looking good. It's just started to turn up again, a little bit of an uptrend. I like to look at the daily, but there might not be enough data. So there's a bit of a downtrend, but it is turning. So we kind of want to look at the 6 hour, and we're heading in the right direction. So yeah, if I was a small trader, I'd be jumping all over that one for a few bucks. Why not? Well picked out. Archie, give me a call, mate. I'll give you a job. Well done. Well picked out, buddy. Chiliz, yeah. See, I got to get somebody on my team that investigates all these low cap coins. So if there's anybody out there that really does enjoy that stuff and wants to come on board, let me know, because I need somebody that is all over all these low cap coins. So let me know. Let me know. One more I can look at, guys. I want to have a look at Uni. So coin number 4 that I'm massive on this year is Uni. Another one I was looking at for a trade this morning, and I didn't take it. So very interested to see what it's done. And yeah, another one that I chickened out of. Yeah. I didn't chicken out of it. That's the wrong. The other thing with trading, right, guys? So people ask me the most important things about if you're trading to make money for your life. Knowing the basic technical skills. I mean, I'm by no means the world's greatest trader, right? Or smartest guy or whatever, anything like that. I just know what I know, and I know what works for me. And I know when I make mistakes. But one of the biggest things in trading that I could pass on to anybody, and I mean, we've only got a big 8 people out there watching, so, it's no big deal. But one of the biggest things for me, thanks, Krista. Some interesting coins, AP13, EXRD. Not interesting for me, but probably interesting for the followers and the people in my group. So thank you very much. When you're trading, your lifestyle and what's going on at the moment is a really, really big thing. If you're in a bad mood and your head's not there, just don't trade. Have the day off. Have the morning off. Get up from the computer and walk away. Because you got to really take it seriously. And, you can't let emotion take you over. You got to shut the door, let everyone take it really, really serious. Because more than anything, when I lose money, it's when I'm not in the zone, emotionally and mentally. And those days happen all the time. I mean, I'm ADD positive, hardcore. So just squirrels, right? Boom. I'll be in in-depth TA and donuts, meat pies, So you really got to concentrate. And 9 people watching on YouTube and 14 on TradingView. Mate, I am massive. I am huge. I don't even care about that, man. If I help one person, it's all good. But if you can help me spread the word, guys, Cryptogasmic, I'd be really appreciative of it. Join my Facebook groups. We have another group called Crypto Curious, which I set up for all the new people coming into crypto, because a lot of the other groups, they make fun of new people asking questions. And so I want to have a place where people can come. So help me build that community, please. It's called Crypto Curious on Facebook. Okay. Because I'm on TradingView, I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to show those kind of things. So I'm not going to do that because I really appreciate TradingView and I don't want to do anything that's wrong. So you can follow me on TradingView. I do a lot of things on TradingView. I am going to have to finish after uni, guys, but I'll come back tomorrow or maybe even tonight and do another one of these. So uni for me, on a huge trend. This was the one that we were in sub $5. There we go. Uni and DOT are the ones that I've been massive on, right? Yeah, I remember we played this, right? And this is where we got into uni, just here. And then once we broke above here, off we went. So uni is traveling in a great channel right now for us. Trying to get bullish. So that's the channel I'm playing for uni. Yeah, something like that. Right, so that's just me playing around. That's the channel I'm in for uni right now. And once you do get in low, see, you can just ride these channels and you're not worried about the downswings, right? Once you get into a trade that is, oh, you can't see my screen, shit, sorry. MacArthur Robert Warner gave me a like. Oh, thanks, man. If you can, yeah, like on YouTube, guys, please make a comment. Keep them nice. I've been by you for a while. I love your way of delivering TA and helping us. Thanks, Georgie. Yeah, I mean, so I've had my group for probably 3 years. There's been ups, there's been downs, there's been problems. But we're in this together. You know, we're in this crypto journey together, right? So that's where we are. Mr. Ether. I like that name, man. Mr. Ether. I am Mr. Ether as well. So that's cool. So let me just show you my uni. If you couldn't see it, sorry about that. Crypto Curious. It looks like this. Let me show it to you. I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to show this or not. If somebody from TradingView is watching, let me know. See these sort of things. Should I sell XRP for a loss? I just don't understand people who I don't know, you know. These are the people that I want to help. You know, should I don't know. Anyway, Crypto Curious. Anybody on TradingView moderator, if you're watching this and I'm not allowed to do this, please just let me know. I can't see it being an issue. So we're streaming on Crypto Curious as well. Actually, I didn't know that. So it looks like that. Crypto Curious. So that's a brand new community. I'm looking for moderators to help as well. So this is a community that I really want to grow into the thousands of people. And it really is aimed at helping people get in on crypto. All right. So that's Crypto Curious. All right. So that really is about all I've got time for. Let me have a look at uni down on the 1 hour quickly. Yeah, so what was it, about 5 hours ago? I probably looked at this. Getting in, yeah. So I haven't missed too much on that one. I like the way it's again staying on the trend of the ribbon. You know, just breaking out now could be good. Could be good. You know, on this one, if I decide to do it once I hang up from here. 1 hour is difficult as well because there's not a lot of data to play with, right? So I could look to jump in here and then add some more. Yeah, here. And if I fall through, get out the trade. Okay. Some days I like that, guys. You know, some days you just find yourself getting out of trades all day long, and at the end of the day, you look at your Excel spreadsheet, and you know you went through $150. That happens. Any trader or any of these. I had a friend call me the other day just to finish up on. And it probably happens once a week where a friend or someone will call me or message me and say, hey, I came across this thing and they guarantee 125% every month. And, I gave somebody a full Bitcoin not so long ago when it was $4,000. And I said, hold on to this. You'll be able to use this to buy an apartment one day. And they went and put it in the entire one of these funds. And they ran away, they took the money, and they show on the screen how much you've made, but then when you try to cash out, you can never cash it out. So the great thing with crypto is you don't need to invest in any desk funds or brokerages or anything like that, right? You don't need to do that. You're in control of it yourself, right? So yeah, so basically, guys, that's it from me for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Please give me a like on TradingView. Follow me on TradingView. Maybe, tell some other people, hey, if you don't like what I do, that's fine. Send me a message. Tell me I suck. I'm okay with that as well. I don't get offended very easily. I'm not a lib. I'm not a Republican either. I'm a fan of planet Earth, man. So I'm not easily offended. You can write to me and tell me that my TA sucks and it doesn't make any difference to your life. If I can help, if I get one message from one person that says, hey man, you really helped me, I learned something today, I go and meditate on that in the afternoon, and I'm really happy about that. Okay, so like me, for everybody else, I had a really tough year in the last year, but I'm positive. Come over to Cracking Cryptocurrency and maybe we can collab. Yeah, man, send me a link. More than happy to do that. Cracking Cryptocurrency. I don't know whether you're genuine or whether it's a little shill there for cryptocurrency, cracking cryptocurrency. But Robert, no problem, man. Guys, love everybody. Don't get too stressed out and too emotional about everything. We only live once, and I do think that crypto, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for us. So, take the ups and the downs, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and give your mum a big hug and a kiss if she's still with us. All right, guys, that's it for me. Give me a like everywhere, Facebook, YouTube, TradingView. Pass on the message. On Telegram, my ID is @Cryptogasmic. You can contact me there, or you can contact me through TradingView. Love you all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.